Please stand by while I get the stream set up.
Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. I'm Snake Bliskin, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here as we dive into creating a great open world terrain. It's going to be used on the PS4. Open world terrains for PS4. Homebrew using Unity 2021-2 F1. Now, before we get started, I want to apologize for the quality of my mic. It will get better. With that being said, I want to give a huge shout out to our special guest observers for today. Indie Duke Nukem voice actor Z Nukem.
Hello, hello.
Yes, sir. And Bradis of at the Bradis on YouTube, who brings a wealth of knowledge and creativity to the table. This guy's great. Best friends in the world. And I'm glad to have them here with me. Hello, Bradis.
Hello.
Awesome. So let's jump right into it. And today we're focusing on showcasing the pinnacle of what we can achieve with the best tools available to the homebrew communities. Specifically, we're going to be working with MapMagic 2 in Unity alongside MegaSplat, two Unity packages, which I'll explain in a minute. These tools will help us bring our open world PS4 environment to life. The goal of this broadcast is to design the open world environment for the homebrew game Snrust that was released not too long ago. The pro version that we're developing will be released for free and installable via Goldhand Homebrew Enabler, so be it. First up, we have MapMagic 2, a node-based terrain generator, and I'll show some of these aspects in a minute. While Unity loads, we will wait for Unity to load, I suppose. And with that, it is almost unloading. We're using Unity 2020.1.2 F1. Now,
Interesting.
this is what we got here so far, you guys. I'll explain some of this in a minute, but let me just show the node-based terrain programming. Okay, so what we have here looks familiar? Kind of reminds you of Unreal, doesn't it?
Yeah, like blueprints.
Yeah, it is blueprints.
It almost
Node-based programming.
feels familiar.
This is MapMagic 2, a node-based terrain, I guess you call it a node programming-based terrain generator. We'll utilize its powerful graph-based workflows, which is what this is, to create expansive, procedurally generated terrains that indefinitely go on forever at runtime in-game. We'll be delving into connecting these nodes for noise, blending, erosion, and more special effects and features, all within the course of minutes. The goal, like I said, is to create not just a visually stunning terrain, but one that's optimized specifically for PS4 performance. Should be fun. One more thing I just want to show in this intro is MegaSplat. Excuse me, MicroSplat. I apologize. Did I say MegaSplat?
Oh, good.
I did. In the description of the video, I said MegaSplat. I meant to say MicroSplat. Maybe it is MegaSplat. Who knows? Anyways, I'll fix it later. So we have MegaSplat. Advanced shader technology, powerhouse tools lets you splat up to 256 textures onto a single Unity terrain, paint them, procedurally generate them, ensure that the terrains are realistic and detailed as possible with these textures. It's the whole goal. We'll convert and paint textures, tweak shaders, and ensure that we maintain a constant performance on the PlayStation. It's all about making our landscape rich and dynamic as well. One more thing before we begin. Throughout the stream, like I said, we'll be optimizing this for PS4 to ensure performance and visual fidelity. Just remember, this is an interactive session, so feel free to ask questions or share your thoughts in the chat. You know, we got Braddis and Z Newcomb here. We'll help keep things alive and probably keep an eye on the comments, and I'll keep an eye on the comments, and we'll all just join the conversation. So, without further ado, let's get started on crafting our stunning open world environment. Are you ready? No, I'm just playing. Let's dive into the magic of Splat Map, MapMagic 2, and all this in Unity for PlayStation. That's it.
Yes.
Splat.
Yeah, so I wanted to show you guys this actually, or show somebody this since I've worked on it. I got these interesting tessellization. This is a flat texture, but tessellization sees to it that wherever there's a rock, it becomes, what's the word? Extruded. It punches the rock out of the texture a little bit. You know, so picture like a flat surface, kind of like parallaxing in Duke Nukem. Remember that? The polymer renderer?
Right.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Polymer, baby.
And I'll do a test of what there is so far.
So does this procedurally generate at random?
Yes, at runtime, yes. Yeah, check this out. So I'll show you a grand example of this. This is how big the map is currently. We're actually gonna optimize this for performance on the PlayStation. What we want to do is I could make it smaller. I think 250 on PlayStation should be good. Yeah, so this is it, and you'll see when I hit play, terrain will spawn around this. So it will get 4 times larger, and then if I continuously walk in one direction, we'll have the terrain continuously generate around the camera. So that's what this looks like. I'll press play.
Be cool if you had a safe system.
Oh yeah, this is a must-have. I think a save system is important.
You can return to that. You can return back to that terrain as you explore. Well, that's cool.
What we got here, I'll go to the top of the hill so you can see how it's procedurally generated. This is going to be about 35, 40 frames on PlayStation, disfortunately, but I'm going to try to target 40 frames exactly. Alright, see how the end of the world's over there?
Yep.
We're going to walk over there real quick.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's rendering yet.
It will render when I get closer to it. Disfortunately, I picked a far angle. We're going to be walking for like 3 minutes. But, see it load there? That mountain just loaded in?
Yep.
And then, for example, if I was to drag and drop the player to simulate him moving across the terrain, if he was to move... Male player, okay. So if my player was to move terrain, see the terrain generating around it?
Yep.
Yeah, bro, I think that's badass. Excuse my French. Okay,
then
so
he
with
died.
that, yeah, I dropped him from the sky. The interesting part about this is I didn't really explain that I've updated Snrust to Snrust Pro, and we got a lot more features. All these trees in the end will be choppable. These are Unity terrain trees. This is all programmed in Unity's terrain.
And will there be animals in the game?
Yes.
You can go hunting on.
Yes, we have so far. They're not placed on the map, but we have chickens. We have boars, pigs, I suppose you would call them. All right.
You know, it would be so funny.
Hmm.
Have dinosaurs instead of zombies.
Some rigid body dinosaur, yeah. So I have two options. I could program the trees. I think we're gonna, since this is about MegaSplat and MapMagic, I displayed MapMagic. Let's do some MegaSplat work. MicroSplat. I keep saying that. MapMagic has a built-in node for MicroSplat integration. However, I need to apply the right material to the terrain. The assigned material is in fact MicroSplat terrain. I had this error the other day.
I'll be right back.
These are the lulls in the broadcast. Alright, man, I'll see you in a few minutes. The assigned material is not MicroSplat. Template material, MicroSplat. Material, MicroSplat.
Oh,
Alright, man.
boy.
I need to look up this error code. I know just where to find it.
I wonder.
Oh yeah, me
How
too,
do
bro.
we fix the error code? Yeah. Oh.
The assigned material is not MicroSplat. Oh, I see.
Well, hello.
Hello, hello.
I just want to make sure you didn't pass out, my bro.
Not yet.
I know the nature. Sometimes you just get tired and pass out. That's normal, bro.
Yeah, I made sure I had energy before I started this cast. I got a plan. I gotta do something productive.
Yeah.
What you doing right now since I'm back?
Changing the textures out to use MicroSplat textures. MicroSplat textures are so interesting because you could dynamically change them, like make rivers out of just the surface texture surfaces and all sorts of cool features. So I'm replacing the textures with the MicroSplat system.
Hmm.
That looks about right. Oh, I like that a lot, actually. Let's make it have more flatter surfaces so the player could walk and build, because everything's mountainous here. Oh, actually... Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so we want to... be in that magic graph, I think, and then plan it out. Alright, let's add a river. Should I make it? I think I'm gonna make it rain with puddles and raindrops. Yeah.
Good idea.
We're gonna enable wetness. We'll do wetness distant fade off for now. Puddles, sure. Streams, yeah. Peculiar fade, nice. I feel like the Teslazation's up too high. That's much better. Okay, so now rivers.
Right. It's Griffin time. Look at all those trees.
Yes, sir. It should admit a stream that falls downhill. Should be pretty interesting.
Hmm.
Dynamic flows is on.
Hmm.
It's like my material's not rigged right.
Hmm.
Hey, Bradis.
Yeah.
Not sure what to do with this solid state drive.
Hmm.
It's 500 gigabytes. I would install Windows 98, but that's a bit overkill for a drive like this. It might be good for XP, which that might be a pretty good option.
Hmm.
Or like, what's his name said, Scavenger. It'd be better to use be better to put Linux on it on the main machine.
I suppose.
Really though, this is just a little gigabyte drive I can install on if I needed to. Like any operating system.
Damn, my editor froze.
No. Uh-oh.
There it goes.
Oh yeah, no one has commented yet.
Yeah, no, ain't gonna happen today, I guess. I'll be on for a while though. I can't figure out why that's not turning on. Look at my other project. Actually, let's go to MegaSplat testalization and copy that material because it's in the packages folder. That might be why it's not working. Okay. Dynamic flows is on, bro. Alright, let's look it up. dynamic flows on. MegaSplat terrain component as well. Okay, Stream Manager is up and running.
Hmm? Stream.
You want to see something interesting, Bradis?
What's that?
Check this out. Look at this. You see this mountain right here on my screen? And that, like,
Yep.
blue circle up there? Alright. You're gonna press play.
Oh boy.
Yeah, bro. Dogs on the system though.
But it don't dog on the PS4, right?
It might, if it's doing this in editor, I got to turn down all that is what it is. You see that?
Look at all the water.
Look, when it goes over a rock, it makes like a splash white color. I like it. I gotta turn it down though. Hi, Christian.
Good.
How are you doing? I'm doing great. Zimmerman, it's nice to meet you. We're working on water flow and texture painting and terrains in Unity for PlayStation.
Yep.
I should test this on platform, you guys, to be honest, but we're gonna turn down some of this. It's peculiar on the water, I think.
Yep.
I hope you can hear me well. Apologize for my mic.
Microphone.
That name sounds so familiar, Christian Zimmerman.
Huh.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's great to hear. I didn't test my audio, so I'm glad to hear it's working. We started off with the intro of the video not too long ago and went through all the features that we'll be displaying, and now it's somewhat of a lull, boring programming moment. But we'll see what we can't pull off here. Okay, so we got water, main terrain, features. Oh, wait a minute. It would be MapMagic features. No, that's MegaSplat, definitely. Oh, I need to go to my material. That's what the issue is. Oh, and then settings. Default persicity, wetness range, puddle blend, puddle max, edge blend, max stream, normal blend, foam strength. Oh, that looks beautiful.
So beautiful.
Beautiful, my friend. Alright, let's turn down. .35. We'll keep that 35. Edge blend. Yeah, it looks great. Damn, what's half of 70? My math is awful today.
Hmm.
I think I'm adding in the wrong values. Alright, let's see what else we got here. We just changed the UV scale to half. That should be better on PlayStation, but reflection strength seems to be too high still. Hmm. Alright, we need to turn on the wetness. That's what the issue is. Oh, bro, I've been adding this in play mode the whole time. Shit. Excuse my language again, I apologize.
All good.
Alright, let's that river totally bombed my performance.
Performance.
Alright, well, let's see what we can do to turn on that peculiar. Or that shininess. $16,250. Russian roulette start bounce is actually the name of an option in the renderer. What the hell's a Russian roulette start bounce? I gotta look this up. In Unity lighting settings, Russian roulette start bounce is a parameter used in the context of global illumination and light transparent calculations, particularly in the path tracing or ray tracing scenarios. This term is generally associated with the optimization of the number of light bounces that are calculated to simulate realistic lighting settings. I can only keep it on 2 or never. Why is all that shiny? Can't turn it down. Alright, switching back to my chat stream. Doing good still.
Beating or
Why is it doing that?
Have you passed out yet?
Nope.
I passed out.
I'm experiencing these shiny sparkles, and I thought it was a scene environment lighting issue. But I'm asking ChatGPT what's causing it.
Ooh, yeah.
JPT.
Speaking of gaming development,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm still working on Luke in 3D. I know it seems like it's taken forever.
It's gonna be
Believe
great.
me, it's like you said, it's gonna be great. The tools are kind of there. They're about 80% there. There may be some holdbacks with this art.py, and I've been like trying to research how to make one of those AM files, And Snake probably saw recently I tried to export frames from MP4 to like what's it called? PCX.
Hmm.
And GPT can only do so much before
Forgets.
it's just
Just
it
can't do
just
it.
has very bad results, altogether. I mean, you could tell it and articulate your thoughts into what you really need, and it'll just help you out. But that's really your stuff at the end of the day, if you think about it. I just keep in mind wherever you get the sources, just don't take too much credit.
Hmm.
Yeah, hopefully the tools get done, man. It's taken a while, and man, I wish I had some programmers know what they're doing. I mean, I know a little bit about programming, but not like extremely much, you know. I probably know how a computer operates through structure to structure, but you know, that's about it, really. I'm already like reading a C++ book right over here. Still got a lot to learn with it.
Yeah, well, learning a language is no easy task. It's learning a new language. That's why they call it scripting language. It's so difficult sometimes, but once you get over that learning curve, you should be good to go. I know you'll be able to figure it out if anybody can.
Mhm. Oh boy. Ordinary. Gamer did a video about Google, bro.
Oh boy. It's Googling time.
And based on what he showed, you know what the FBI suggests? And this was about ad blockers, by the way. You know what they suggested?
What?
They suggest you to use an ad blocker. Google, well, I don't know what the whole legal situation with that is. Would they be violating that? But anyway, sorry about that whole serious talk here on YouTube. My bad, I forgot Google's here.
Yeah.
But though Google, like seriously, if it's legally acknowledged, then yeah, you shouldn't block access to ad blockers. I mean, the only reason why people use an ad blocker, in my opinion, would be viruses, bro, or actually malicious ads. You know, some ads are not really ads; they're really horrible scripts that could hijack your computer and worse, leak your information. Even if we try to secure this down to earth, if you take away the ad blockers, there's chances of people getting affected even more. It doesn't look too good. I mean, hey, I'm just being a little realistic here. That's why people use it. Not to get around ads through videos, but just to, you know, protect themselves. And sometimes people really hate ads. Seriously. Some of them are just, can be over political, to be honest with you. Some of them are just even more wild than they are. But at the end of the day, hey, I know it's just about producing more revenue. I guess some of those guys have a little sense about this stuff. Hopefully I didn't go too in depth with that, Snake.
No, it's fine, man.
It's truth to be told here, man. I mean, hey, we use them for protecting ourselves online, bro. It's a dangerous place now on the web, you know. I mean, AI is a thing. The worst thing about AI, I'm not going to tell you like all the critiques about it. Like it could be abused pretty badly. It could really be abused. It could probably even replace a hacker in the next 20 years or sooner, depending on the malicious programmer's intent, you know. Which I really think we should be careful with this type of technology, my man. At least I reminded you.
All right.
Yeah. Back to Luke and yeah, if it gets done, it'd be a pretty good little project. Homebrew over to console, consoles of some kind. I mean, anybody can do that. I mean, I don't mind people messing around with stuff around that department. Just don't involve me in it. I'm perfectly fine. You can give credit to the game if you so desired. Like you should still give credit regardless.
All right. So we got a
'Cause
big
the
issue
license,
Mm-hmm.
the license really acknowledges you have the credit. But yeah, just keep that license intact. That's all I'm gonna say. Follow the other licenses too. But sorry about that.
There's like no way for me to control this global illumination that's going on.
Oh man. With honesty, you know why 99% of us use GPT?
Post-process. How do I check?
Controversial. It's kind of a controversial question. Because no programmer really reaches out to say, "Hey, can I help out?" It's kind of sad, to be very honest with you. And the worst part is, by the time you get half of it done, a program comes on and say, "Can I help?" It's kind of a bit too late at that point. Though it's never really too late to get them on board. I mean, after you get it done, the foundation's already set. So it would just be more of improvement work at that point. There's always room for programmers, is what I'm trying to say. But the people doing projects, reach out to these people that are doing them and ask if they need some programmers to, get their project a bit further. Snake needs a lot of programmers for this type of game he's working on.
It would be great if I had help.
Speaking of PlayStation, or since this is like a whole PlayStation stream, it would be cool. Someone got a template for Godot, and then take that export template and pair it up with Open Orbis, and we start like exporting games from Godot to Open Orbis.
Export template designed for PS4 platform is what's needed. Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, if we just had a template, like to see what. I guess what I'm trying to say is if I had an example of a PS4 template, Go.export, we would be in business. I would set it all up. I wouldn't even know where to start from the ground up on that.
And honestly, when
I
it
just
comes
know that
to
you need an export
Homebrew,
template. I'm sorry, go ahead.
in my opinion, and I think a lot of companies get the wrong idea about it. It's not a bad thing; it's a really good thing in a lot of cases. And honestly, it opens the door for like some independent developers that really want to goof around with the console before they really start going into the serious territory. It's kind of an experimental type of thing. And I do know sometimes developers, like platform developers, just lock it down because they want to make sure they make more money than they normally do. That's understandable, and keep like game hacks out and stuff. It's not going to stop all game hacks at all. There's going to be ways to get around that, and Homebrew is not anything about hacking at all. It's really not. And in cases, security researchers find vulnerabilities, and I know they patch them out. I know you guys patch them out. Just making sure those hackers don't come in and do something fucked up, you know. You know, if there was like a homebrew mode just for indie developers to mess around, I think that would be kind of cool, you know. You just have to make it where it's like, okay, if you turn this on, we're gonna have to disconnect you from the official servers
Well, you know what was
until
interesting?
you.
The PS Vita had PSM, I think it was called. It was an open Sony-supported app that you would run on your PS Vita, and in the app you could program. You could set up a template and export it to your computer and program games in that environment. And it ran natively, supported by Sony, on the PlayStation called PSM, if I remember correctly. It was the coolest thing. I made a little game once and showed it to the lead singer of this band that I was going to see a concert at. I made a game about his band talent. Anyways, it was real interesting, bro. And Sony hasn't done anything like it since. They had the coolest thing that's happened before that was like Open OS on 1.0 PlayStation 3 is like they were following the same business model, and just like that they got rid of it.
Yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, there's no way to really lock down security. Someone's bound to really find it, and
Where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah.
I know Sony's gonna patch it out, or anybody else is gonna patch it out to make sure it don't cause problems. But if it was my advisable advice, just allow Homebrew, but switch it off the official servers and just let everyone just do their own thing. But if they really want to play, they would turn off all their Homebrew apps when they re-enable the official
two different modes, exactly.
mode.
It should be the way it is, yeah.
And you know, if it detects a hack, it says, "Oh, hey, we can't let you join because of the network official servers yet because there's hacks enabled. Please turn these off before proceeding. Thank you." And I think that would be a best way to get around it. I would acknowledge that to like every platform developer out there. Just allow Homebrew. I think it would evolutionize industry a bit more and allow any developers, you know, create some very unique games. I mean, of course, I know that whole licensing branding is like, okay, you gotta sign a deal to use the SDKs.
Yeah.
And I understand that. I understand it's like, okay, you gotta develop our guidelines for this platform and all that. And we get all that. But when you're in the indie territory, it's kind of a lot more free ground. But if you really want to go official, globally, like, you know, actual storefront, then you would have to, like, you know, sign an NDA and all that kind of stuff. But when it's Homebrew, man, it's just more independent mode, the way I look at it. Just the normal user mode. You know what I miss from the PlayStation 3 era? Loading music, movies, and photos on your PlayStation. That was such a great entertainment
Remember that game, Two Man Army?
thing. I never played it, to be honest with you.
It was. I don't like third-person shooter games, but it was one of the best co-op games. The entire game was co-op on the PS3, and it was a shooting game. You take cover behind objects too. There was like a take cover button. You shoot around corners. It was a good one. Played it with my stepbrother the whole game, and then there was a Two Man Army too. Yeah, those were all right. I forgot about those games. PlayStation was a great platform. PS3, all of them.
You know, I won't lie to you, but you know, it's what amazes me is these people, you know, like all of us homebrewers. Like, what amazes me is people still develop games on old consoles, and it's such a fascinating thing. It's like, yeah, they grew up with it, and they're making games for it, you know? And the problem is that we love these consoles, but each time years passes, it gets harder and harder to attain the hardware, and the prices go up and stuff. It would be cool, like, these companies reproduce some of these consoles, bro. It would be kind of cool, you know.
Oh yeah.
But you know, they just won't like officially support, you know, like the thing itself, but they'll reproduce them just for these people, bro. But I think knowledge is power, man. Like the more you know, more people educate themselves, more the economy grows, and more people just get along a little bit better. You know, it's like if we just hold a discrepancy back and say no, you can do this and do that, then it's not really going to help anybody. Gotta learn, you know. Either they need to have something to walk by with. Like look at John Carmack's model philosophy when it comes to Quake and Doom, bro. That's something to take inspiration about right there. Still some developers do that to this day, but maybe not like a AAA, you know. A lot of people teach the mod shit tons of cool stuff into their game, you know. It really builds up that knowledge to go work with these people, and then when you get in their offices, you already know what to do using the same tech. But unfortunately, it's kind of more watered down, and it does lower the things down a bit too, and it probably would discourage a lot of developers want to go work with these companies, you know. I mean, sad stories than they are. I mean, the market always look for money, not look at the creativity side of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the wrong way to make a game. And it's like, first, just do what you love. Second, be casual. Third, money's always last. It's always last on the market, because if you do everything right, what you love, understand what casual gamers enjoy, just don't appeal to one audience, appeal to a dozen, the way I look at it. Try to make something unique. Don't repeat the same story twice, you know, just throw in some different features, throw in some different environments, and throw in some different gameplay scenarios. I think when you do this, instead of just locking everybody in a sandbox, give them extensive things to work with, you can make a good game. Every developer always tries something different, you know. Most of the time, it's just usually the same. But it's always good to try something different. I always noticed a lot of platformers had something different at the time. I'm sorry about the talk. You know, I thought I would just give some cool, interesting things, you know, to talk about. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
I always believe if you look positively on something instead of looking negatively on something, you can open your eyes a bit better. And some people say, "Oh no, the reason is this." Like, I don't think this is very possible. I don't really think this is going to go anywhere. And I just think it's just going to cause more problems. And I hear these people talk such a doubtful argument, which is so invalid, bro. In some cases it's true, in some cases it's not. I mean, the time you need to really think about it is just think carefully. Is there going to be no harm done? No. Test the water, see where it goes. If it don't go right, then hey, it happens. You just approved to fix it, and it gets a little better. I'm sorry, I'm talking off the game development here. Hey, you know, I've developed games myself, and you know, and on my spare time, you know, it's just one game currently.
Fair enough.
And I have a lot of game ideas I want to write, but have to work on one. You know, it's just not easy work, man. Good to have a team, though. Good to have a team, to be honest with you. Because it would help speed up the project a bit faster. And then people worry about gross and cash, and that also gets involved with things too. But hey, if you don't think about the money, you just think about the potential of the game and how good it should be, then you're gonna make a good game. If you're gonna play like, okay, make a crappy game, sell it, make it billions, it's just not gonna make anybody happy. Revisit that game. It's just more like a money what do they call that? It's like
Money
something to
grab?
do with money. Cash grabber, yeah,
Cash
it was
grab?
like a cash grab game.
Hmm.
It's like companies will sell you a shitty product, saying cash grab it, and then you have bribed. I don't want to say this out loud to piss off any journalist. You guys get bribed. I think I know this by now. You guys get bribed. You take this cash and make it so ludicrously good. And then when the player buys it, they realize it was a pretty shitty game in the first place. I'm just saying the facts here, and if someone gets mad, please forgive me. But it's something you gotta always think about. It's like, do you really want to bribe, or do you want to have an honest environment? I would pick an honest environment, to be honest with you. Because everything used to be honest back in the day. Now there's some discrepancies with these honesties and in these industries now. Now they want to focus on one specific party when you should focus on tons of other people,
Well, we're gonna turn
Just
down.
meet everybody in the middle. Don't try to meet some other's expectation, just keep it neutral. Trends are never your answer. I think a lot of people fail to realize trends are never your answer, but they can help. But older games can help too. Just gotta be yourself. Once in a while. I'm sorry, Snake. This is your stream. I'm just trying to keep it rolling for you.
Well,
We're doing good. I mean, it is what it is. 9 people, but it's fine. I gotta reposition the sun in the sky.
One moment. Be right back.
Alright. Alright, let's try to calculate what's going on here. Oh yeah. I got a script to turn down the intensity of the sun. Oh, that worked perfect. gonna put two suns in the sky, my bro.
Actually, I'm gonna be heading out to get to sleep. You guys have a good one.
All right, Bryce. Thank you, bro. I'll see you around.
No problem.
Okay, so that turns out good. Let's see.
Yo, it's me. I'm back.
All right, let's do the trees. Hey, bro. I need a tree manager. Where's that at? I forgot where my tree spawner is. Alright. That's a dead stream, bro. I gotta start later on in the day next time.
Gonna
I'm gonna
end the
keep-
stream right now.
I'm gonna keep going, but we could just chill and talk about whatever. It doesn't matter. Ain't nobody gonna be watching this. Yeah, if they do, it's fine. We are officially going off topic and just hanging out.
Mhm.
Just feel free to talk about whatever you want, Z. As long as it's apolitical. Just kidding. Okay, I got pine small 1, 2, 3, 4. Pine mid 1, 2, 3, 4. Tiny small 1, 2, 3, 4. Tall split tree, single A tree, single B tree, tiny small, and tiny big. Okay, I need a. Thinking out loud a little bit, but I gotta get this tree manager hooked up. It's gonna be a pain in my ass. If you got an Xbox controller, bro, send you the PC build of this. Or any controller for that matter. It just has to be a controller. I don't have mouse input hooked or keyboard input hooked up yet.
Jungle Strike.
Oh, I need to get back on that helicopter game, man. It's cold in this house. Here, give me 1 second, bro. I'll be right back. Hmm.